What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Baby Friday. It's our Thursday. It's really Thursday, and I got everything, the device going, but it's Baby Friday. I know it started about a minute early. I know I did it on purpose. I'm excited about a couple of topics we're going to be talking about today. Let me see. Let me give him a thumbs up right quick. Somebody just text me. Um, I It's just so much stuff, man. I mean, let me share the show. Let me share the show. Then I get to talking to y'all. Hold on, cause they gonna mess me up again. I knew it. I gotta get smart. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, I'm good. But I got some stuff. My girl Rosie Brown is in the building. Robert Young is in the building. Yes, 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 yes. I'm sharing the show right now. Everybody, if y'all give me a minute, let me turn that down. Oh my goodness. Let me share the show with all my friends and all that good stuff. Go over to YouTube. Let me go to YouTube so I can share it. Hold up. I didn't share it to one. I didn't share it to my groups. Hold on. Let me get out of there. Let me discard that. Share it to my groups. How do I do that? Come on, Robert. Get me to my groups. Boy, these people messing with me. They messing with me. Okay, there it is. But what's up, everybody? I see you. I see you, Robbie Young. I see you, Daryl Anderson. I see you, Brad. I see you, Big Coach. It's gonna be epic today. Big Coach. I can't wait. I want to hear your comments today. I don't want y'all back. I want y'all back here. I want y'all commenting today. I want y'all comment. So do me a favor. Call me some of your text tag and tell somebody right now that the Chop Shop is going to be on. We got a unique topic going. We're going to crank it up about 12:30, but I'm going to give you some. That is Moody. I got it. I'm going to give you Who Am I before this. I'm going to give it to you in a minute. I'm going to give it to y'all. Y'all get some. Y'all get some. You guys who came on early, y'all gonna get some today. Okay. Let me see. Let me make sure I did everything. Did I go? No. Hold up. Let me go to my YouTube and I'm gonna share it over there. Y'all just let me get to sharing. I believe you me. I got something to share. Well, we got to talk today. We got to talk. We got to talk, man. I got to get out much. I got to listen to some more stuff because I didn't even know that this was a thing. The topic we're gonna talk about the pro-ams, the pro-am, the No Excuses pro-am, and they got another league, a men's league that's people are trying to decide which one should they support. And I'm just gonna share some insight about it, give some facts about it. I ain't got too many opinions on it. I like the deal, and if I have my opinion, I like Brandon Weefall. I like the deal. My opinions got to be based on some facts. I didn't know Lovely was in the car. Hey, oh, that's why y'all going out there. I know why. Now I know why y'all. Okay. Now I get it, Robert. I get it. Because when it was just, I thought it was just you and Rose. And I said, oh, but with Lovely in the car, I understand. I understand. Yes. Um, y'all know what though? Can I talk to y'all? I'm getting a little jealous, and I'm gonna tell you why. And y'all know, I can talk to y'all. I'm sitting there watching the Anthony Lawrence collection. And Lovely, they got stuff for you too. The Anthony Lawrence collection. .com. Go to the AnthonyLawrenceCollection.com. They got a lot of LSU stuff. I didn't realize they had that much LSU stuff, but they're based in Baton Rouge, the Anthony Lawrence Collection. So yes, they do. Uh, Eric Boone called me the other day because his daughter goes to LSU, and he wanted to get her something special. And he asked about, about do they have LSU stuff? And he went to the site. Of course they do. Anthony Lawrence Collection. But I'm getting a little jealous. I looked on it, and Anthony Lawrence got a whole lot of stuff for Southern University. Southern University, oh my goodness. All you alumni of Southern University, I know some friends at Southern University, you need to tell them to go to this site. I'm gonna put it across the screen, right? Just in case you don't understand what I'm saying. You can go back and pick it up. Man, they got so much stuff for Southern. They seem like they come, and the reason Southern been supporting them for so long. So TSU, stand up so we can get these kind of benefits. Hey, Lakeisha got a lot of Grambling stuff. Grambling and Southern, they in town. Wait a minute, ain't that who in town this week? Ain't that who? Hold up, y'all. The women's basketball in full swing tonight. TSU women's basketball. They play tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, the women's basketball game on Thursday night, when they stand alone on Thursday night. Now, when they doubleheader with the men on Thursday, it's different. But when the women basketball, they stand alone by themselves, it's complimentary, uh, complimentary admission. So you get in complimentary. It's on me. It's on the house when you come in there. But let me find this women. Let me make sure they play Southern tonight. Our women play Southern tonight, and the men gonna play Southern on Monday. That Monday is lovely. Monday is Chop Shop night. All the Chop Shop listeners, followers, and their friends on Monday night. The men play Southern. That's the Chop Shop get together night. Everybody in the Chop Shop. I want to meet and greet. I want to meet everybody at the Chop Shop. That's how we got 2 dates. Monday. I've been telling y'all this for a month now, so I don't want to hear about it. I got to go. So I don't want to hear about it. Monday, and then on March the 5th, against Prairie View, that's gonna be another one. All right. So to Monday night is the men. That's on Monday night. They play Southern University on Monday night, 7 o'clock, and we gonna be in there. Prairie View gonna be there. But on Saturday we play the old Grambling. That's Lakeisha school. Grambling. We owe them. We owe them some. But what else I got? Thank you, Reverend Jeremiah. Let's see what else we got. What else? I keep going. But TSU. So y'all got it. Monday night is Chop Shop night at TSU. All right. I want no excuse. Tell a friend, tell another friend. I just want to meet everybody. I see all of these names up here all the time. I want to see you. Let me see who. Let me see some names up here. I wish Status Moody would fly in. He might sneak in. Brad, I want you, big coach. You always there. But bring a friend. Bring some friends. Bring some friends. But if you want to get out tonight and watch the women play Southern, they play tonight. It's complimentary. It's on the house. It's on me. Just tell them Robert Hatter sent you tonight. They're gonna let you in the game. But I'm telling you, TSU, we have got to start. We got to collectively, intentionally go to this site and buy everything TSU so they can make other different designs for us. And in 2 or 3 years, we've been to push that thing and push that envelope. Then we'll have the number, like Grambling got all the stuff on there. Southern got those people from Grambling and Southern. They support. So let's do it. We can do it too. What else I got? I think I got that. I got a question. thought about something. I said, oh, you know what? Oh, I just didn't finalize it. But share the show, everybody. 12:30 is gonna be rocking. So let's get. I want to get this out. I want to get all this good stuff out of the way. But y'all, it's Black History Month. Well, excuse me, it's Black History Month. But if anybody know anything about this chop shop, we talk about Black history all the time, right? And I'm just gonna I'm gonna give you something. You know what? No, I'm gonna wait because I told that is Moody. You know what? That is Moody. I'm gonna give it to y'all first. I'm gonna give it to you right now. I'm gonna give it to you right now. I got off the show yesterday and I didn't. It was something. Something just was bothering me. I was thinking about the Super Bowl halftime. I was just thinking about Black history and people trying to erase our history. I was just thinking about friends of mine, living abroad and telling me how it is living abroad. Man, you need to come here. You need to come. And then I thought about let's listen. Watch this. Who am I? I'm finna give y'all something. I want y'all to tell me who this guy is. Who is this? Who is this? Let me tell you about this guy. And don't worry about his name yet. Just listen. Okay? Just listen. This dude walks around like he is allergic to humility. Always loud, always first. Always reminding everyone how great he is, or he think he is. How unmatched he is. He loves telling this story where he is the main character. And he built everything himself. No help, no shortcuts. Just grit and destiny, of course. And people nod because, confidence is convincing. But if you actually slow down and look at the record, it gets messy. So let's go back because early on, he was not powerful at all. He was scrambling, borrowing money just to stay afloat, running tabs he couldn't cover, relying heavily on outside financing, foreign capital, and international trade to stabilize himself. Internal backing kept him afloat. Who am I? Who is this guy? While other people in charge had leverage, not because they needed him, not because they needed him to look strong, but because usefulness mattered more than image. And he grew fast. That's undeniable. But his growth was built on dependency. And that wasn't the dominance he was presenting. He brags about his grind all the time. Oh my goodness, he brag. He loves the word grind. But what it really meant is he has no brakes. Factories packed tight, machines unguarded, fire exits blocked, industries, disasters, child labor injuries, mass casualties, explained away with it's just the cost of progress excuse. And if you complained, you were weak. If you died, you were unlucky. He didn't slow down, though. He accelerated. And he also hates being second. Anytime someone else gets ahead, technology wise, economically wise, military wise, he panicked. Major innovations weren't always born from a vision. They were also reactions from being outpaced. Someone advances, he pours more money into catching up. Someone else leads, he adapts, he rebrands, reframes, and it's inevitable. Talk about insecure. Hold up, let's talk about health. Because this is the part that surprises some people. Don't surprise me. And I just don't know why. For someone with this much wealth, with that much wealth, his people don't live long at all. There is a higher preventable mortality. You can prevent it. We got wider health disparities. Outcomes explained away as personal failures instead of systemic neglect. He just keeps saying, well, at least we're wealthy. At least we're wealthy. Meanwhile, people around him are dropping like flies. And when things go wrong, like really, really wrong, accountability is not on the menu. It always, well, it was complicated. Pam Bundy. There are factors. No one could have predicted this. That's what they said. Lives turn into statistics. Failures become footnotes. Recognition for efforts comes easily than responsibility for harm. Economically, he sells a dream. He said everyone has a chance. Who am I? Y'all know what I'm talking about? But the ground is unstable by design. Ladies and gentlemen, one bad year and you finished. One illness and you're drowning. One mistake and there's no rent. Other systems, they build cushions. But he built a tightrope and called it freedom. And if you fail, well, we just frame that as character. Now, what he's generally good at, storytelling, movies, music, slogans, repeat. If you repeat greatness enough, and people stop asking according to who, great according to who, confidence become an export. The image did the heavy lifting. More like propaganda, I guess. So when people say he used to be great, what they actually mean is like the version of him that was sold. Because when you zoom out, when you really zoom out, you don't see a flawless giant. You see someone that's loud, reactive, powerful, deeply skilled at self-promotion, and extremely selective with memory. And yeah, you probably already know who I'm talking about. That guy, that's America. Once you stop treating him like a legend, and start reading him like an historical actor with a curated narrative and a long paper trail. A lot of these things that's happening right now makes a whole lot of sense. Ladies and gentlemen, I got that from a young lady. It was so powerful. All of this stuff going on. And I think about this image. I had this image yesterday. Think about this image. This image brings together 6 women who played major roles in Black liberation, community organizing, and political education during the 1960s and the 1970s. Angela Davis, Kathleen Kleber, Denise Velez, Elaine Brown, Astada Shakur, and Afeni Shakir. They were central figures in movements forced on racial justice, political self-determination, and community survival. These women did a whole lot of work. Several of these women faced surveillance, arrest, trials, incarceration, exile. Others navigated internal challenges within the political organization while continuing to push for structural change. Their contributions, man, extend beyond protests and speeches into day-to-day organizing that sustain communities under pressure. Y'all, without these women here, man, the things that they did, a lot of the things that we're enjoying right now, we just wouldn't have. And I was just thinking about these athletes. It's just different. It's different time. Just different. See, y'all, when you've studied this, everybody else falls short. When you study stuff like this, watch this.
Make consideration when you talk about athletes. They are, in a sense, people set apart from the time they were 7, 8 years old, when everybody realized they had athletic prowess. They're treated like a beautiful girl. Nobody really cares what they think or anything. Yeah, if they think. It's like you gradually become a product and not a person. You see, because your athletes, like when you get to the professional ranks, you have guys that have been pampered for 10, 15 years. And so you can't say that this is an example or this is average guy, because he's not. Because most of the athletes, I know that myself included, are self-centered. This is maybe, psychologically, maybe the reason that we play sports. Or maybe we have a complex of some other kind. But as a driving force to make us play sports, that is not normal, I would say. Not very many people. The people that have this drive are your extraordinarily successful men in any field. I think that I worked as hard and had to have as much knowledge in my field to reach where I did as, say, the president of General Motors had to get to the top of his field.
Further?
Yes. Especially on the conditions. Especially on the conditions. No. Well, this is what I mean, in that, you see, for me, for example, if I were to say that I'm going to go into Harlem and go to the Wonder Playground and tell the kids, listen, if you work hard, you can do the same thing I did. That would be a lie. And that would be unfair to myself and unfair to the kids. And I can say to kids, do your best and fight it every day. But to say that I'm an example of the greatness of the country, that's not true. Because I feel that, to be honest with myself and with the people I deal with, that I'm an exception. And have been treated as an exception for years and years and years. The problem that we have is that they only want to treat me as an exception in certain areas. I think it's vital.
Man, I had to share that with y'all. understand why this show is so important. This platform is so important. That's why I asked y'all to share this show. A lot of people have never seen that. That was in 1969. We come from that to what we have now. Where did we fail in this next generation? When I talk like this, when I put this information out here, when I do stuff like this, I'm trying to spark the next generation. I told y'all, I don't want to be a generational thief. So I want to pass it just in case somebody have never seen it. Yo, athletes, they ain't treating everybody like they treating you. Cardi B and all of you, y'all, we got. I mean, all you got to do is be damn near funny, like this little dude, and nothing against him, but this little dude, Drewski, he be invited to everything. For what? Is he up on a panel with Sam Jones and these guys? Where that panel? We got to start putting stuff back and putting stuff back in our kids, man. People don't want y'all to watch this show. People don't want this show. They want to watch Jeff Teague and them arguing, fussing, cussing, and get put off the show. That's what they want y'all to watch. That's why I love this guy. Yo, I wouldn't be talking like this if it wasn't for Joe Madison. The Black Eagle. When I first got Sirius XM and I turned to that channel early in the morning, and I've been a different person ever since. That dude said, "Look, I know how you gonna treat me. I'm one. Y'all, what I've been telling y'all, we be kissing these guys behind for so long. Now we got to come on in a minute and talk about a topic. Listen to me. Well, we got a young man, ladies and gentlemen, y'all got to hear this, who took something that I happen to play in called the Pro-Am and name it the No Excuses Pro-Am because they left it for dead. And the reason me and him, they just left. Think about this, y'all. Chris Walker was about to leave and go to University of California and coach basketball. He had left the Chop Shop. If me and Jimmy don't come and say, okay, Jimmy, let's continue this stuff. I wouldn't have never met Travis Lynch. Travis Lynch, I'll make sure you're at a TSU game on Monday. Everybody, TSU, Monday night is Chop Shop night. TSU. Everybody come to the game on Monday night. I want to put the names with the faces. Gary Carter, please be there if you can, so you can take a picture of all the Chop Shop people. But I was just thinking about it. Chris Walker left it. The people prior to had the Pro-Am, they left it. Casey said, let me revive it. And he kept on using his resources and his time and his energy to keep the Pro-Am going at the world famous Fundy Recreational Center. Extended to put women and let women play. He have all-star games where the kids can play. The young high school players can play. And I'm gonna bring Jimmy in. Yes, I'm a little Jimmy. I didn't even realize you were on the. Somebody told me you was on the show because I still ain't seen it. Oh, Jimmy, you came in. You came in a little froze. Okay, there you go. You was on that particular show. I didn't know that. What you
I was
talking
on
about?
the same show.
Yeah, I think they said somebody said you was on there because you mentioned it.
I, was, I don't. I don't think I was on the same.
Oh, you weren't, but they said you mentioned it. But you mentioned something like that when you was on there, right?
Oh, they might have asked me. Oh, they might have. They probably. I thought they was talking about. You know what? I thought they was talking about grassroots.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
thought the whole
Oh yeah,
thing.
because
So, but
they say you mentioned something about everybody from the hood know that if somebody else doing something on the corner of this, he been there all this time, and then somebody else come and doing on that same day. It ain't gonna be right. Let me make sure your sound gonna be right. Hold up, cause I be
yeah,
adjusting.
y'all share the show right now. This thing about to get crunk right now.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
go on and share the show right now. I'm gonna share it with y'all so we can have uh uh the conversation can include and tag those whom you feel need to be or hear or chime into this conversation. That's what you can do. So
But the conversation tell. Oh, he didn't went off. He'll come back on. Let me get him on. Ladies and gentlemen, the conversation going to be about they were talking about. Okay, he coming back on. He's coming back now. He coming back. He coming back. Coming back. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. They don't want Jimmy. They don't want us to do this. Yeah, they don't want us to do this show. This show just going. It's Jimmy, and all I want to do. If anybody know anything about me,
let's give
uh-huh.
give them the theme, the
I
thesis
don't
of
know
this.
the theme. You know the theme more than I do, but I'm gonna give you. I know a little bit more about the league because I've played in the league and I've covered the league. But it was a situation on a podcast. They were talking about um, was it a comparison, Jimmy? I don't know because I haven't seen it. So I want to give the right. I'm gonna let you get the right information. If anybody else, I haven't seen the podcast, so I don't know. I know it's a war between the pro am at Fundy, the No Excuses Pro Am, and a men's league at a church or wherever they can find somewhere to have a gym. It's something. Then somebody said something about let's work together and get together. Now tell me what because you wanted to bring it up. Help me out. Help me out.
All right, I think the
Uh-huh.
podcast you're talking about is
Mhm.
is the opinions podcast.
Okay, I never.
Opinion
Okay,
Opinions podcast.
okay,
That's hosted by Bobby Benjamin, Carlos Hurt.
okay.
I know two, at least those two. There's
Hmm.
another individual. I'm not familiar uh, who the other, if it's a third person continuously, but it was those two on the screen,
Okay,
and and they had a third person they were conversating with.
okay,
And if anybody knows the young person's name, the young man, then he that clip from that is what I guess amplified this conversation. So the clip was about the quote unquote pro am in Houston. And remember now, when people say pro am, they use it as an adjective. And the pro am actually has names. You follow, for example, it's called because pro am is what the original was from back in the days. So, and it was in the same location. So it's easy for people to say, identify it as pro am. People say to this day, pro am, but it's a description, kind of like how you guys, people say AAU, and they're really talking about grassroots basketball. AAU is an organization, and people use it as a description for them playing in a Gasso or them playing EYBL, but they'll still say we playing. My son play AAU. Now back to this stuff here. So The Pro-Am in Houston is the No Excuses Pro-Am, and No Excuses Pro League has been taking place for a few years. It's free for all spectators. It's centralized at the Fundy Recreation Center, the historic, monumental Fundy Recreation Center. And so that event
And Jimmy,
takes
let me
place
help you
during the
out, Jimmy,
summer.
because I think I don't want people to get confused. Because you mentioned AAU. Casey played in the Pro-Am that I played in. He just continued it because somebody else stopped it, and he continued the Pro-Am that was left. He had a team.
But it's not named the same. That's what I'm saying. So that means the Pro-Am is a
It was
description.
called a Pro-Am. It was called a Pro-Am. The other one was
I'm
called
saying
the one that I played in. The one that
the original, all of them, the original ones, they were in various cities.
Yeah, but
That's
we
what I'm
talking about
saying. They were
Houston.
in
We talking about
various
Houston. We talking about Houston.
Yeah. So
It was
Pro-Am
called
now.
It was powered by Nike. Casey played in that Pro-Am. I played in that Pro-Am. Moses Malone played in that Pro-Am. Cadillac Anderson, Kenny Smith, Sam Cassell, all of us played in this same Pro-Am. What Casey did is a continuum of that because he played in it. They left it for dead because the Nike pulled out. The people said, no, well, we ain't gonna do it no more. So Casey said, okay, I'll do it. So what he did was say, okay, we had all the same people was having teams, and they just said, okay, it was a continuum. So I don't want nobody to, I want people to understand the actual history because I was there and I watched it. So it was a continuum of and then he named it, after a while, he named it the No Excuses Pro-Am. Okay, so I just wanted to I just wanted to make sure people understood that.
And I think the actual name Pro-Am, he couldn't go with that because somebody had
Probably got that name.
name or whatnot.
Yeah.
And
So
so
he had to call it
you
No
had to name it
Excuses.
something else.
Yes.
That's why people use it as a description. Like you can't go and name a summer ball tournament in Houston AAU tournament or in whatever your city. You can't name it AAU. That's an organization. They have that copyright. You can't operate, do a DBA. You can't do business as under their name. So anyway, let's get that on down. So that's one event, one Pro-Am for the sake of that. That way you guys is in Houston, and that's been historic downtown.
Yeah.
Well, another one opened up shop, and
Jimmy,
on the north side of town.
The other one didn't open up shop. So, see, let me give you history now. The other one just didn't open up shop. This was a men's league all year round. These guys were having a men's league all year round, all year. Just a men's league at different spots at different churches. It was a men's league, not a Pro-Am. The reason it started now, they didn't just pop up.
Remember now, for the sake of the word, Pro-Am is an adjective.
No.
And when I'm using it's an adjective. So if there's pros playing it and amateurs playing in it, it's a Pro-Am. That's not the name of
Jimmy, I'm giving you the original. I'm giving you the origin of the other league. It was a men's league. I didn't call it no Pro-Am. I said it was a men's league like you, me, and us can go in there and play.
Okay, that's the league before. I'm saying
No. I mean, it's
when they put up shop. If they ran the men's league beforehand, they're not in competition. There's no problem. The problem that the conversation came because it's according to the conversation on the Opinions podcast, one event eclipsed the times of the original event. So now, that's what the problem is. People's like, okay, man, this messed up. How do we solve this? Because there are players that have to make a decision whether to go play at one, go play at other. There are some fans, some spectators. Do I go watch and support this one? Do I support watch that one? Now, what I'm saying, if there are professionals playing and combined with amateurs playing, then the description of it, for the description, not the namesake, the description is a pro-am. So now, if this new guy, the new church, I don't know who's behind it, who's done it. That's the conversation which I feel as as uh, not necessarily getting into their business, but in offering solutions or offering an identity or a thought of how the hell did you get here in the first place. So that's the thing I'm trying to gather, and maybe some of you guys that are
I,
watching, and some of you guys have tagged some of the people, and they want to come and chime
guess
in,
who know
and
how?
that's what we have.
Guess who know how they got in the. I got the information right here in front of me how it happened in the first place.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So I don't know
What
who
we got?
Larry Brooks is, but Bobby Benjamin put Larry Brooks up on the screen. I guess that's the guy who was on the screen with you that day. That was the guy
What?
who was on the show with y'all.
His
Okay.
name is Larry Brooks.
Yeah, I guess that was Bobby Benjamin put it up on the screen. So I'm assuming that. Jimmy, what happened in a nutshell? Okay. Oh shit, I didn't mean to put it that big. Bobby Benjamin,
Okay,
I
so
didn't
his
mean to
name
put you
Larry
that big.
Brooks. Okay,
That's the
so
guy that you was on the
Mr.
show
Brooks,
with. You remember you said
I wasn't on the
it was,
screen with him.
I mean, you
We
said
were
it
on the
was on the
same.
screen. You said there's a guy on the screen with y'all. Didn't you say that? You
No,
didn't
no, no,
know who
no.
the guy was.
We both were. Adam, if Gary Carter on the Chop Shop on Monday and I'm on the Chop Shop on Thursday, we're not on the same screen. He was on the show as a guest for them or talking with them on. That's a plug that, and they'll throw clips out, and they will put clips out on their social media page. They Mean Opinions podcast. So that's what it meant. That guy, I never met him before knowingly.
But you
The
mentioned
Mr.
him.
Brooks.
I'm thinking he was on the way you said it. He was on the show. He was on the screen too. The way you said it. I'm just the way I took
No,
it.
I was on the show during the freeze. When the freeze, that's when I was on there. It
But
was
I don't,
nothing else
Jimmy.
to
I
do.
haven't seen one show, so I don't know.
I'm, I'm,
I'm
I'm
just
okay.
trying.
I'm just saying. I mean,
Okay, forget about it.
but that's
Forget
the
about
whole
it. Forget
thing.
about it. Forget.
I was on the show during the freeze by myself with Carlos Hurt and Bobby Benjamin. There was only 3 people on the entire hour that I talked on that thing, on that show, on the Opinions
So why you
podcast,
bring up the other guy?
because it goes the
That's
once
who
you
brought
go
up
and
the
click, I
topic. The
guess
other guy brought up the
the
topic.
what they call the algorithms or the logarithms on Instagram. If you watch stuff, it'll come back up. If you like it, it'll come back up. You give them a thumbs up or whatnot. And so that particular one came up, and this topic was what we're talking about right now. So if I would
So
have been talking about it
what
with
was the
him,
guy
it'll be
talking
solved.
about? I wish the guy was here because you don't seem. What was the guy? What was he? I don't. What was he talking about? I haven't seen it. I'm trying to figure out what the guy was saying.
You just said you got
No, I
some
know what.
facts with you.
No, I want to know what the guy prompted you to talk about you going to be on this show today talking about it. Tell me what prompted it. And I'm going to give you the information I have.
Bobby Benjamin's question is a question that he threw out in the world. He threw out in the universe. Houston, what are we doing?
Okay.
That was the name of the clip. You know, you can put words on top of a thing before you click on it. That was named Houston WWD.
So
Houston,
what
are
doing?
we?
Okay.
So that's what are we doing? So then that one person that was on his show was, I guess, was entertaining that topic of what basically planting the seed of what was going on. One event going on, a pro-am, another pro-am is going on now, and they're both eclipsing times and putting games at the same. Well, the times are duplicated or competing with each other's, and so that's causing a diluted product or diluted on both sides. Now, so that's my thing is I'm like, okay, well, that sounds familiar to me because same A plus B equals C in doing events. And once upon a time, and I'm doing events and had events on certain dates, and then somebody else came and do events on those dates. And then there were a lot of people, some of the same people would say, oh man, everybody can eat. Oh man, ain't no big thing. Oh man, this OG just kind of bitter. So I'm like, well, if that was the answer back then how is it empathetic or sympathetic now? That's what a lot of people were saying. Oh man, he's just mad, man. It's enough for everybody. That was something. That don't mean it was right what people said, but that was the thing that was funny to me. And people saying as they tried to support the opposition at the time. So now let's reel that back in to go in regarding to this grass. This. So I'm looking at some of the same solutions that could have been implemented in the grassroots sector can be some of the same. First and foremost, how in the hell did you get in this space? Like you mentioned earlier, how you said it was a year-round league. Was that year-round league always on the same day?
It was on
Or did
Friday
that
night.
year-round league?
It was on a Friday night.
Okay, I'm writing my notes. Friday. So the league was a Friday night. That was a 1 day a week.
Yeah.
Okay, now I do remember back when Casey started the No Excuses Pro-Am League. I think it was something else before it was No Excuses. It was something else. He had changed the name from something to something. But anyway, when he started, it was 1 day, and then he had to move because it got bigger and he incorporated females. So you had to go and expand.
You got extra days.
So,
he just added extra days.
So what was his original date?
I don't know the original date. I don't know.
That's so whatever his original days were.
Because they used to be on a Wednesday. It used to be on a Wednesday. It used to be on Saturday. Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesday and Saturday.
That's what I'm saying. So that's the question. If somebody's watching,
and what I see, Coach, you ain't brought it up yet. So what I've learned over, first of all, it's a big difference in both of these leagues. I talked to some people who go to both of them frequently. I talked to people last night who I used to see saying, man, I'm finna go over here. And then I'm going to come back because I want to see the game over here, but I want to go see this game over here. And this person used to play in the Pro-Am, in the same Casey's Pro-Am. But what we got to understand, in the No Excuses Pro-Am, we got NBA referees. We got 2 active NBA referees in Jimmy. They don't play. And we had some teams that some certain players were intimidating the refs in Casey's, the No Excuses program. Okay? In the No Excuses program, you just can't do everything. You can't do anything. You can't cuss the refs out. You can't be doing, it's some rules. So a lot of people didn't like the rules. A lot of people, and hold up, No Excuse Pro-Am is not perfect. A lot of it stemmed from Casey having a team going against some of these teams. And he had his own team, and his team was competing against these teams. His team wins sometime, the other team wins sometime. Then one year, Jimmy, it was so prevalent because Shannon Shorter got the MVP. Somebody got mad because Shannon Shorter said they should have got the MVP. And they said, we ain't coming to this damn league no more. We're going to start going over there and play in the other league. And then, Jimmy, I happened to be there with a friend of mine one night. And we sitting there watching because I wanted to see Junior play. Junior came and played in the league one time. And the coach, whoever the coach that night, I don't know what he was thinking. He had Junior coming off the bench, which was, I thought, one of the ignorant and the stupidest ass moves ever. And Junior didn't like it. Junior left, and he didn't want to play over here no more. And he went over there and played in that other league too. So it's a whole lot of stuff that happened, Jimmy, back and forth. But I just like to give people history and give them context. The original one is the official Pro-Am. One is the official Pro-Am of the city. Watch, that's NBA sanctioned and it's NCAA sanctioned. I don't know whether or not the other one is. So you can put that in your in your notes. The history of Fondy, where this particular league take a place, is no comparison in terms of the way, of the history of it and the way it was run. So I just go. I don't know. It just, from what I saw, people got mad over here and said, "Okay, hey man, we're gonna come over here and bring some players to your league because we're popular. This our city, and but we're gonna have it on the same day he having it. Wherever day he having it on, we're gonna have our games on the same day." And that's kind of the gist of what happened. You made an analogy. Jimmy been doing stuff for 15 years, but somebody said, "Man, I ain't doing that with him, so I can go and have some on." Hey, no, I ain't going on nobody else's day. I'm going straight at him, and that's really, in a nutshell, without calling out people's names, because I don't believe in that. But it was just people disgruntled over here because they had rules. You know, some people don't like rules. They'd rather go somewhere where there's not no rules. They can cuss the referees out. They can spit on the floor. They can do whatever they want. But at the Fundy, you can't do all of those things. And that's kind of where we at. So all of that talk about we can come and sit down. You know, I said some long time ago, and I said this, man, we just got to get new blood into the Houston Pro-Am. And that's what Casey and Jillian, his wife, they've been trying to get new blood, get that old blood, that bad blood out, and infuse some new blood into the Pro-Am. I enjoyed the Pro-Am when I watch it the last couple of years. I didn't even realize the what was happening at the other gym, because nothing at that other gym, Jimmy, made me want to get up and come down and go to the other gym at all. So that's how I don't know what happened. The original, what made you want to talk about this topic, but I support it and been around the Pro-Am for a long time, and I played in it, and I just you know, I just don't understand. And I know the people he's talking about, and I know everybody. I know all the people involved. But it's just, you know, man, if you can't get along over here, I want to go over here where I can do what the hell I want to do. And then that's really how this thing started. So how we gonna get it? How y'all gonna make something else happen out of it? Jimmy, I think they built. I think they've dug their heels in just like you and Sloan have. I don't think it'll happen. Just for me. I just don't think it'll happen. A reconciliation until, Jimmy, I would rather, and what Casey should be doing is just let that old blood go. And let them keep playing over there. You keep building for the future over here. But what happens, Jimmy, people get the bad mouthing the leagues, and man, don't go over there, man. You know, man, don't go over there, man. Don't go over there, man. So I mean, it's just weird, man. It's just a weird thing to me, and I didn't even know it was this important. I didn't even know it was this important. If you hadn't never brought it up, I wouldn't have never brought it up on the show.
Well, if the question is posed, Houston, what are we doing in regards to basketball?
Let me answer Carlos Hurt. Just because
put the question
ain't
up.
no
put
pro.
Okay.
Let me put it on the screen
so they can see the question.
Let me put it on the screen. He said, how is it sanctioned? You can be sanctioned. Hey, hold up. Tyree Easton played in it last year. I was at the game. Ain't he an NBA player? TSU, half of their team played in it. So it's sanctioned if they come. That's why it ain't about how is they sanctioned. They sanctioned.
No, the sanctioning process, it permits them to come and play in it without
it permits
penalty.
them to come. Yeah.
So it used to be back 20 years ago when in Pro-Ams, especially in Houston, was it was already NBA sanctioned, but college players had to get a written letter from their athletic director.
Yeah.
Basically, what sanctioning mean, that means you're gonna get that permission at the college for the college side of it through the NC. It's an NCAA sanction and it's a uh, NBA sanction. I know the NCAA, they want to know your dates. They want to know if you're charging. They want to know if there's monetized gifts, because back then, before this NIL and everything, back then those were impermissible benefits and you could not play. Remember, there are some players who got suspended from college games because they went and played
Yeah.
in Lake Charles.
Yeah.
Remember, Lake Charles had the money event a couple of years ago. And remember, we use the term, if you just tune in, I'm using the term pro-am as a description. Some
Yeah.
people may have it in their event name, like No Excuses Pro-am their acronym is NEPA. So on that, that's No Excuses Pro-am. But their
NEPL.
pro-am.
NEPL.
Oh, Pro League. Yeah, he took the PA out of it. That's what it was. He had something at first and changed it. I knew it
Yeah.
was something. It's NEPL Pro League. But they called the big tournament they used to do in August of every year. Used to give out maybe 10 racks or something to the winner. And that thing would attract professionals from all over to come and patch up on teams. And so, and my point is back to the sanctioning, college people had to get approval. Basically, you waiving your insurance. Basically, so I mean, if your ass get hurt and you're in college and you get hurt in that event, you can't come and say and make the school to go pay for your injury. So that's kind of like part of that what you're signing. And cause I remember that I had to go through that with Tack Minor, because Tack Minor had to play in that 20.
I think it's changed now, though, Jimmy.
I'm saying, but I said 20 years ago, that's what you had to do. You had to go and get that. You had to go get that paperwork, and it had to be noted that you were playing in and they still have unsanctioned and unsanctioned leagues that kids are still being. It depends on that's the thing. The catch is, if there is a monetary prize, it has to be declared, right? That way, your people know that you're playing for money, along with professional people that are under contract. If you're going and playing in a league with people that are under contract, it has to be declared with your athletic department.
So you just explained in the NCAA rules, and them rules might be different now, Jimmy. Ain't no telling what the NCAA don't have the power. But the reason I explained what I said, because I know it is an NBA sanctioned league. And I know it is an NCAA sanctioned league, because I know the principles that played into it being that. So I have to mention that, because it is what it is. And just because a pro don't decide to come over there, that don't mean nothing. It's still sanctioned as an NBA. An NBA pro can play. Think about it, Jimmy. NBA pros really, no Rocket, it has been staying in this city no more. And I told you this a long time ago, and you didn't understand. This is not their destination. You know, it used to be a destination city. Them guys leaving straight here going to California or Miami. Houston used to be the place that all the athletes come to West Side Tennis Club, and then if everybody in town at the West Side City Club, guess what? They're going to get on a team in the summer league. You don't have that pool no more. The city, the logistics has changed. If Jimmy, you can go, if you was in LA, you can go any day in LA. You go on Loyola Marymount one day, UCLA the next day, and you're going to see every pro in the world in the building. Even our pros. James Harden ain't never came and played in Jason Green ain't never played. Tari Eason came and hit 40, down there 50 points one night. So it's just that, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to get these current pros. And that, Jimmy, that's what would bring the thing back. The current pros are. Now, think about if Alfred Şengün come into funding. Think about it. That's not the big one. The young fella. All these guys gonna leave and go out of town, man. They're gonna leave and go out of town. It's different. It's just different.
Well, this topic came up before years ago, and what I got from talking to some guys was this.
Mhm.
And there's no disrespect to you guys that are pros,
Uh-huh.
overseas pros. Um, a
They
lot of the
pros too,
times,
Jimmy. They pros too now. Don't you?
I understand
Okay.
that, but okay, but here's the deal.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the best. I try my best to shoot analogies at you guys. I'm gonna try my best to shoot this one as close as I can, for you can understand. Take a Nike EYBL team, right?
Okay.
Those teams don't really prefer or not going to go hardly to tournaments, whereas independent non teams that they don't think that's their level of players. They think they're wasting their time, and you can mess around. If you're wasting your time, then we need to, ain't nothing to gain by playing over here. We need to be going against these guys that's ranked. So those EYBL players don't teams. That's why they shy away from playing. When people say, "Man, why everybody can't just play?" No, they ain't gonna play in this event. They ain't gonna play in that event. So
Jimmy,
now
the Drew
these
League don't
pros,
have all. They have overseas. They have all of them don't be pros on it.
but understand that everybody on the team. But here's the deal: the majority, or a good chunk of them, if they're NBA guys, a lot of back in a couple of years back, the way it was explained to me is that a lot of NBA guys they feel like some of those guys don't really you can get hurt playing with some of them guys. They don't know they don't respect the game the same way, and I get it, but at the same time, we've had windows of opportunity. I think who was the last Houston Rocket that had a consistent presence? I'm saying at least 3 times, at least 2 or more
Long
that
time,
came to
Jimmy.
the program in the
Long
year.
time.
Who was it? Steve? Who was it? Was it Steve Francis?
Steve Francis, Catino, them. That group, they used to live here.
Okay,
Nick Van Exter, yeah, that group, James
so
Poe.
that's over 2 decades ago.
It's a long time ago.
When you had it takes, like, how do it get back? It takes
Jimmy,
for
and
your
another
local
thing, Jimmy. Back
place.
then, them guys had one home. Jimmy, these dudes got enough money now to have 2 or 3 homes in different places. So they getting out of here, man. Jalen Green out of here. Soon as the season over with, all of these guys. I mean, it's just different, man. It's gonna take a prominent Houston Rocket. It's gonna take the
Yeah,
youngsters. It's gonna take the twin telling his brother, man, you come up here with me. The twin telling the rest of the young
more
guys
than
on the
more
team.
than one,
Yeah, more than
more
one.
than
Man,
one.
you come up here and play with me. Tyrese, and hey, you come on, you get on another team. It's gonna take. That's what Steve and that's what that's what they used to do.
Okay, so
It
here's the
just
deal.
happened.
So is 2 or 3 Houston Rockets going to want to come and play on Wednesday night, and they have to play against the University of St. Thomas?
I mean,
See what I'm saying?
we ain't Jimmy. I'm talking about.
I'm just saying though. I'm just telling you, like in a
Yeah,
nutshell,
yeah.
that's what you're facing right now. They're not gonna want to play.
But I
Who's
never
there? And
forget though. What I never forget, Tyree Eason came in there and played like it was the last game he gonna ever play. That's just a different hooper, man. Jimmy, the man came out the car and gave 50. That's how you're supposed to do if you're a pro. I don't care who you're playing with. See, y'all keep forgetting, Jimmy. One of the best, wait a minute, to me, the best that ever did it had a love of the game clause in his contract saying, I can go play with Jimmy and Chris Walker and Big Coach. I can go play with them. If I get hurt, y'all still got to pay me. Everybody ain't like that no more, Jimmy. Jimmy, they don't even want to play in the damn All-Star game. Let me repeat that. They don't even want to play hard in the All-Star game. But they go over there, Rico Hines. See, and the thing about Rico Hines would make that thing so good. If you ever have a chance to go out there, Jimmy, they got one floor over here. You got to be a certain caliber. Over there, you got to work yourself. You got to win yourself over to be able to play over here. So they got different things, but it's just so we just don't have, man. When Nick and Catino and them dudes stayed here. They didn't go nowhere else. These guys got the means now, Jimmy, to get up and go wherever the hell they want to, anytime they want to. And they going where the girls at. The girls in Miami, the girls in LA now. It used to be, we like Houston. But it's
Well,
girls
according to
everywhere now.
Chad,
It's girls
according to
everywhere.
Ochocinco and
It's girls everywhere
according to
now, though.
Ochocinco, it's girls in Houston.
No. I
Don't
say
get
it's
it
girls
twisted now.
everywhere now. They got
Yeah,
options.
but but still, Houston. That's one of the things. Houston is definitely considered still right now as one of the top 3 Sunday fun days in the country for that culture,
Somebody just
of
mentioned this.
guys and that age. What you
Somebody
got?
just mentioned this. Damon Stoudemire used to always lose in the playoff first. Damon Stoudemire is always on the next plane out of Portland, wherever he was playing, because he didn't want to be in that city. Came to Houston. He used to be the first one in the gym every single summer. Because what? His team always lost first. But he was here working out. So we used to have that. We don't have that no more. That's all. Because what? Now, one Rocket gonna put a stamp on it, like you said. Said, look here, man. Come to Houston. Come. You see, I'm finna look
Not
at
necessarily, a okay. So with that
Got to
being
be a
said,
Rocket, Jimmy. A Rocket got
okay,
to
so
put his stamp on it.
it ain't necessarily got to be a Rocket. It could be two or more Houston based guys with that same type of street cred.
Okay.
That's playing right. If
But they
De'Aaron
got
Fox
to be able to
said, "I'm
draw.
coming,"
Hold up. They got to be able to bring other players to the city, though.
what? But that's the whole thing. You got understand. If De'Aaron Fox saying, "I'm got Wemby coming," if Wemby love De'Aaron Fox and D Fox coming down, he might come down and see his mama or come down and see his parents and whatnot for a week and whatnot, and they're gonna play twice. Then Wemby coming. Guess what? It's there. Now it starts with a pledge or an intent to help make it work.
Hold up.
Then
Jimmy.
it has to be there.
Jimmy. Carlo. I ain't never said Houston don't have the Bass. But I've been to Miami. And I've been to LA. Let me tell you something. It's just a different kind in those two places. That's all. And variety is just right. Those guys got all I said is they got options. But I'm telling you, man, I just know how. You know what? I put it like this. I know how the older guys, like Nick now, think. I don't know how these new guys think. They might. Jimmy, they might go where the guys at. They might want to be. These two guys, I don't know what the hell they be thinking about.
So with that being said, Hatter, it's a new culture.
Yes.
That's dwelling within this platforms.
That's a good one.
So that means you don't realize, think about it. The women that were around in those days are grandmamas now, great grandmamas now. Back when we talking about when Stoudemire and Nick and all them play and even Cat and
Tino,
those are grandmamas now, great grandmamas now.
Jimmy, they ain't no damn great grandmamas. Now them girls ain't that damn old.
Hey, do the math. Just do the safe math. If you had a baby,
grandmamas,
but
not great grandmamas. No.
Well, they getting. It depends.
No.
If you had a baby at 8, they ain't got to do the math. You understand what I'm talking about. So
all I'm trying to say is, I knew I was there. I played in it. I was there. I watched the draw.
I know how that's then. We talking about now.
Jimmy, we ain't got no Mac. Who gonna be that magnet? Who got that magnet? Your guy got to be a Mac. Somebody got to be a magnet. That's other players want to come hang out with.
I just gave you the greatest magnet potentially. If you got Wemby coming in now, Wemby would come if De'Aaron Fox said, "I'm coming." That ain't happening. But if
so why the hell are you talking about it then?
Okay, but I'm telling you, that's what it would take.
Jimmy, here,
they don't have to be a Houston Rocket.
Let me help you out. Soon as the season over, he on that plane, Wemby on that plane, headed back to France, man, to work with his brother, his young brother. He out of here.
Understand something.
Luca
understand
is
something.
out of here. Joker is out of here. Shay is going back to Canada. Dude, the game is different now, man. That's all I'm putting it out. I'm just giving you stuff right into your face. Man, as soon as it's out of here. So Wemby, if Wemby ain't gonna be able to come all summer, Jimmy. And guess what? The summers are shorter now.
Well, I'm just saying, even if it don't, hell, if he bring Castle and wanted to come, I'm just saying he can bring one of his former teammates from the Sacramento. I'm just talking about drawing. If a person, it would take if Jared Vanderbilt wanted to come and he brought 2 or 3 Lakers with him. I'm just telling you, that's what it.
That's what it gonna take. That's what it would
takes
take.
two or more locals to go and bring that. Cause that's basically what happened in the past.
Yeah.
And that's basically what happened. Kenny Smith was more involved in it during those days because of the Nike hookup with Kevin Granger and Kevin Allen. And so that relationship was fruitful from before because Kenny had already lived here, right before they even went down with the pro-am when they got the pro-am. And so that relationship, Kenny was able to co-sign it. You got to have somebody to co-sign or validate it. And it was validated. Now, the thing is, the drawing power, you have to go and get, because here's the thing. Like I say, then versus now, they move differently now. Back in the older days, some of those young guys wasn't even barely born back then, like little kids. They don't know the code, how it went. Those things were on the night, and guess what? Wednesday nights was one of the best nights in Houston during that time because they would play, and then after the game, a couple hours later, they had 1 bar or 2 bars that are bars like a bar or a lounge or whatever. They would go in, and the guys would go in and get sections, and that means now the dog, cat, rat, cheese theory is in full play. The guys are there with the money, the girls come in with the honey, and so everybody in section. That it was during the week. People had to get up and go to work in the morning, and they still made whatever night they played. That was it. So now Sundays, as you mentioned, is one of the days they play on, which contributes same type of. They took that page, tore that page out the old book. That means a lot of those guys in the pro-am, pros, overseas pros, they're able to still buy those same types of sections and bottles.
Like he talking about Roxy. Yeah, Roxy was, oh my goodness, Roxy.
Oh yeah, Roxy was one of those places. Was one of the hubs.
It was worth flying down here for Roxy.
Yeah, and I mean, but it was a normal. You knew what time it was, and when you came in, this is where it's gonna go. This is where you're gonna go. It's gonna be jumping.
Jimmy, I sit here and look. I said, I went through the Rockets, the Rockets roster. I'm trying to see who people might. I'm gonna tell you, if somehow they can get Reed Shepard to come play at Fundy, it's gonna change the whole dynamic. It's gonna change the whole dynamic of the whole. If they can get Reed Shepard, hold up, let me keep going. We don't want no Fred there. The Amen Thompson, he get his brother to come down. Jabari Smith, Jeff Green 2-0, Tari Eason, and when the old man come back, because he gonna be gone for summer, the whole man come back, he gonna play a couple of games toward the end, Kevin Durant. Coach, everybody be flying down here to play in that program.
Okay, but now at the end of the road, the question still remains. Mm-hmm. So which of those guys gonna raise their hand and be willing to come? They know they got to play the University of St. Thomas tomorrow night, and they're gonna come flying down.
No, Coach, no, they're gonna be playing against each other this time. They're gonna be put. Pros come in and they put them on another team. They'll be on St. Thomas Day. They'll be on. Pros come in. They ain't pros supposed to come in and be put on a team again. And that's the dude's fault that time when they put Junior on his team and his dumb ass brought Junior off the bench. Dumb move. I said it that day, and I said to the man's face, and I said to Casey's face, the dumbest move I ever seen.
And so one of the things, like I don't know, like now, but I do know back in the days that when games when they had like games at the Fundy, and the guys would be playing on certain days and certain mornings during the summer. They would have a different session in the morning for pickup, and the question would be like some young guys would try to go there and play, and a lot of those older guys back when, about years back when would stop by there a time or two, and they wouldn't really want to play with those young guys in abundance. Now you might let one young guy come and put on the team, but somebody had to basically walk that young guy in and basically validate that young guy. Hey man, he gonna play on my team. I got him because the reason is the pros. A lot of those old guys they figured I don't want to waste my time playing with this guy. He don't know basketball
Jimmy,
like this.
you might experience that. I've never experienced that. I've never experienced that. And the reason I said I remember when TJ Full was having his runs at Kincaid, and it was two high school players was playing with them guys and was playing with them pros and was respected by them pros. And I'll never forget TJ told those two young men right there in front, whatever you see these pros doing, if they ice their knee up, if they go get a massage, you make sure you do it. So I wouldn't say they don't want to play, especially if the kids can play. See, what you don't understand, Jimmy, some of these young kids can play. It ain't about a pro talking about he don't want to play with. Man,
Yeah, but
one of
somebody
them
gonna
dudes from
validate
St. Thomas are
like
town. Hey, one of them little old guards, I forgot their names, that played it on the north side. Klein, what are the Williams guys? Let a pro come in there playing around with one of them. The Calvin Williams, them little, he gonna get 20 to 30 put on his ass. So basketball is different. If you can, guys respect people that can play. If you can play, you can play. You think Gilbert Arenas' son ain't out there getting it to them guys out there? Oh, but he's Gilbert Arenas' son. No, but if they see promise in you, Jimmy, I just don't agree. They saying, no, I don't want to play against St. Thomas. I don't want to play against T. No, you get your ass busted around here not playing against these college players. You come out here playing around. You get
if they
30
know,
put
I'm
on you.
saying if they
Huh?
know that they're present in abundance, then those NBA guys ain't gonna even go. They gonna peek in. Oh man, I'm finna go in there. It's almost like going to a bar. If the bar
Hey Jimmy, I
ain't
got a question.
jumping,
Did I say anything? I said at Kincaid. I didn't say at Fundy. Carlos Hurt, what is you listening to over there? Come on, Jimmy. Come on, man. Come, man. Y'all put some
so
good comments on the damn screen. Come on. What else you got, Jimmy?
and so once again in solution phase, you guys.
Solution? Jimmy, there's no
Well, I
solution to
don't.
that.
What the thing is, whoever made the schedule to duplicate the times is at fault for that.
I don't find it a problem.
That is a problem. That is a problem.
I don't find it a problem.
That's why a lot of artists don't release albums on the same date.
I
You know what I'm saying?
understand.
And it's a reason for that. That's if you did, that means somebody got their release date and you come on the same date. That's a problem. That second one is the one at fault.
Let me help you out. Let's say I'm an NBA player, a former NBA player, former. Okay, I'm disgruntled over here in this league. I come over there and tell you over in your little league, hey man, I know you play on Friday night, but I need you to play on every night. This dude playing over here, and I'm gonna bring me and all my people over here with you.
Okay. So that means understand something. That means that and it's always purposeful. That ain't no intentional if you're doing the times at the same time. Now, the thing is the people that's involved in it have to go and take a stance and be part of the solution. Your actions will speak volumes. Meaning once you get sick and tired of it, you go explain to the other guy, hey man, look, point is taken. Well, you made your point, but is taking a toll now. So I can't support you if you're going to be doing it like this now. We got it. It was fun at first, but it takes those players if they are now. If the players don't want to, if the talent don't want to be a part of the other one as well, then guess what? Then that's water down the river. What are we talking about? And so in regards to that, people got to make their choice. But for the most part, if there was a sincere effort for the second person to consolidate, the first person for the times I'm talking about, scheduling at the same time, the person who did it first is not the person at fault for that. I'm talking about that alone. Other stuff is different. Might be his fault for something else. Might be his fault for whatever. But it ain't his fault for doing the schedule at the same time. So that means it takes for the second one to say, you know what?
So that man should have turned dude down. That's what you saying?
Turn dude down and to do what?
Turn
to come
the
and play with
disgruntled
him?
pro down and say, no, man, I ain't doing it on that day, on nobody else's day. That what you saying?
That's what he could have done. But at the same time, once you did it at a certain point, you're going to say, you know what? If you want to be part of the solution, either you can continue to be part of the problem or you want to be part of the solution. If you're part of the solution, it takes a third party, not them two, the third party, somebody to come and serve as the mediator and say, man, look, how can, what you need on your side? Well, I need him to get off my damn times. Hey man, he say if you get out his times, man, he willing to listen. Okay, that person now, it takes a person that has some degree of respect from both parties to serve as an effective mediator. If you down with one, but the other one ain't really down with you, you ain't gonna be able to get that message across. He ain't gonna be listening to you with his wholehearted.
I tell you one thing. This is the last time I'm gonna talk about this on this show. Cause I never really had a problem. Cause I didn't go to the other league. I don't follow people. I say I like Fundy, I'm gonna go to Fundy. I don't follow. I want to see the young guys anyway. And Jimmy, I mean, I just the things that nothing against no league, man. It's just that I just like Fundy better. That's all. I just like being in that atmosphere a little bit better than going and being somewhere else. That's all. I mean, after the day, I ain't never talking about this no more because it don't matter. It don't matter. The pro-am, no excuses, gonna still do what they do, and this other entity gonna do what they do, and leave it alone. I would have never brought it up on this show. I knew about it, but I would have never brought it up. But since you wanted to bring it up, we done brought it up. I don't think we should spend another minute talking about it. Now. If you want to, I don't see no closure to it because it's just two separate people just going to. Sometimes you living it right now. Sometimes
Well, according to Marcus Sloan, we not supposed to have no problems no more. So he said he don't occupy space on the spring icebreaker day. Oh, that was the main thing that I asked.
Okay.
First and foremost, move the hell out the spring icebreaker. He moved. And so second thing I requested was for me to do the travel and the hotels for all of your events in 2026. He said, sure, you can have that. So now I can eat for your disdain. So that's what I do. I do that for a living. RCS Sports Travel, guys. In case you didn't know that. RCS, if you look in the magazine, it's right there. In the magazine, RCS Sports Travel. The little ad right there. So and I have college teams that I've placed in butts and beds. I got contracts with a few of the grassroots programs to do their travel around for the summer. And also I got agreements in place.
But see, you wanted some. What Casey?
You gotta have. That's what I'm saying. You got to have a request.
But Casey probably don't want nothing from them. They probably ain't got nothing he want.
Maybe not. I can't speak. I can't speak.
You got to have something somebody want. You wanted something. Casey I ain't never heard. I'm gonna call and say, what do you want from them other people?
If
Me
he
just
move,
be, he
he
said,
probably
don't
gonna say,
move nothing for me.
man, if they move their times, then we probably can, then it might be a start. He
Okay.
might say that they move
All
their
right.
day or move their times. If
Wow.
I'm going in the afternoon, you go in the morning, whatever. But then, to put people in the compromise, both sides will be risking
Jimmy, who
no
in a
show.
compromise? I don't think it's that many people in a compromise as you think it is. That's why I think, cause I know people who have been to both, who goes to both and support both. I'm telling you, I'm in a gym one day. Dude said, after this game, I'm gonna run over here and watch this game, but I'm coming back over here.
But I've had teams did the same thing in my events. They go to
I'm not
my event,
trying to
then go to
compare
Wisconsin.
them, Jimmy. I'm just talking
But
about,
it's
let's talk about this right here.
similar.
No, I'm
But it's very similar in the solution phase. The solution phase is going to be very
but
similar.
Jimmy, that fan going back and forth over there ain't gonna hurt Casey.
What the difference is because Casey don't
They don't pay to
charge.
get in no way.
They don't charge. That's the difference. So that's the
That,
thing. They don't charge. So you take that is still though the wear and
hold up,
tear.
Jimmy. Unlike you, Casey ain't trying to eat off the program. He ain't trying to eat. He doing it as a community service through his business.
Well, understand something. You speaking for Casey now,
Cause
and
I've been around it long
it
enough.
sounds like it's a problem with those times and with people having to pick and choose.
Well, Jimmy, I
Very
talk to
much
him
sounds
every
like.
week. He ain't never mentioned them.
What do he complain? What do he
He
complain to
ain't
you
never
about?
mentioned them in a disdain manner.
I'm just saying, but what does he complain about anything
No,
to
he
you?
not about them.
Okay, so some people don't complain to anybody about their grievances. So
Right.
therefore, if he don't come, unless he complain about other stuff, and then he just don't
Yeah.
complain about that, then I can see, okay, he ain't worried about that. But if he don't complain about you, don't mean
No,
he ain't got no.
Jimmy, he keep trying to do this here. See, you trying to get people to look over here. He keeps saying, I'm looking straight ahead. That's all. I ain't talking from him. I've had experience with it. See, he getting his money. Hold up. Thank you, Carlo.
So why he charged teams $2,500 to play versus 1,000 like back in the day? So that means economics is definitely at play. I would assume referees are higher. The rent at the Fundy is higher, but not that. I've rented the Fundy.
That's a good one.
At
Thank you,
least 3
Carlos.
times.
That's a good one.
So that means that economics is definitely in the play. Probably, and also probably supply and demand would probably have to factor in that as well. If you have a surplus of teams trying to get in,
Hey,
you can raise the price.
Jimmy,
Um,
Jimmy, I told you, somebody told me, I never forget this, Jimmy. I took this guy to the Ferrari place with me one time, right? We sitting up there, a player. He kept asking, they don't have no prices on the cars. And he kept asking how much is this? How much is this? How much? Man, the salesman come, bless your little heart, take him down to the Mercedes place. Because if you got to ask how much these is, you don't need to be in here. You going down. So Casey just said, that's why people gonna charge what he charged. That's how much he value his product. I can't get mad about it. I don't like how people talk about other people, what people money got, what they charge. That's just a bit. All I said, you don't charge to get in. So why should he be worried? Why should he be worried? I mean, hey, that's why sometimes you got to think critically. Something, talking about why charge, man, charge him. I mean, he feel that his product is worth whatever it is. You feel your product is worth whatever it is, Jimmy. Come on. Everybody, you ain't let everybody walk in every one of them events. No, sir. Because you built equity. Casey feel he done built equity. And you gonna really want to play in this league if you spending that type of money. But let's move. Let's go. Jim, I'm tired of talking about that shit. Let's go. I'm tired of that. That's worthless. I'm tired of talking about that. I'm tired of talking about that. I thought we was
Another
gonna. I
topic
thought
that
it was gonna be something better than that. That ain't you ain't gonna win that one. You ain't gonna win that one. What else you got? Did you have anything else?
shit, and that's one of the people
Hey,
go.
hey, it was some memorable press conference last night. A couple of memorable press conferences last night that I ain't never seen
And what
in my
were they?
life. I'm a player. I'm gonna play a couple of them for y'all. Let me see. It's two memorable play. You know, it was kind of good. It was kind of it was different. Let me see. Never heard coaches talk like this. Go watch this.
Like I always do, blessed to do this, but this was embarrassing. These dudes do not deserve to wear this uniform. There will be very few of them in it next year. I'm embarrassed for the university. I'm embarrassed for our fans, our student section. You know, it is just ridiculous. We got practice at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we will get this thing right. I have no answer, no words. So y'all got two questions. So whoever want to ask two questions, I'll answer them to the best of my ability right now. But right now, like I'm like pissed, and this.
Jimmy, how that make you feel, man? You knowing that man for a long, long, long time. Y'all tell me the story. Y'all was in somebody's his regular car one time driving on a recruit or some trip. Y'all, you've been knowing that guy a long, long time. How does it make you feel that this college basketball, and I'm going through something similar with some people that's close to me, and how it make you feel?
You say, how did it make me feel?
Yeah,
Well,
make you feel as a guy that you've been knowing that guy a long time.
this is first of all, of course, that's Kansas State head coach Jerome Tang after the press conference after that loss of the basketball game. And of course, I'll be seeing Tang in 24 hours because they'll be in town. They play University of Houston on Saturday afternoon at Fertitta Center. And this is a byproduct of the new now, of this new culture with the NIL, with the new guys getting paid. You can try a lot of coaches that are in the business. The turnover, they're going to, as you remember, Michigan State head coach came this close to doing what the Alabama football coach did 2 years ago and a year and a half ago and laid it down. Came this close. There's going to be coaches.
Who came this close, Jimmy? I'm sorry.
Michigan State Izzo was close to laying it down because he know. Bottom line, their response and the way that you talk, that coach talk and the way you motivate. Some coaches motivate. Once these guys, they're getting regular paychecks. They're employees now. For the not technically, but they're employees now. They handle things and they're different. They don't care the love that you would try to attract and bond with a kid. And some coaches may have that gift and do it. Those are the ones that's winning. Show me the coach that ain't in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth place that all his players love him to death. That's them. Let's put your hand and show me those coaches. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, everybody love Kevin Sampson right now. What if U of H ass come and lose every game next season? I'm just painting
No,
what if.
no. You're right.
Things would change the way that, especially all the stuff they do in practice. That's part of the culture. But if they start, they're winning with sacrifice to get those bumps and bruises. Now, Kansas State was winning a couple of years ago. And as they were winning, right, nobody was keeping score and pocket watching the pay for play or the productivity of those who had been getting bags. It's leaked out pretty much every player in the rotation what they're making amongst the bleachers and the stands. So that's more pressure because now it's among a whole bunch of things that comes to the head that the coach got to deal with now. Think, for example, if I'm paying you $1 million and you're averaging 4 points a game, Adam, and I got a guy that I'm paying 100,000, and he's coming off the bench and he's averaging 7 points a game. His output per minute eclipses yours. Less turnovers, more assists, more. I mean, just it's all across the board. Now, if I play him more, then I got problems because I paid 10-1 for this kid here to play. This is what you're dealing with. So Jerome Tang there have been cries from Kansas State fans for that this may have been his last lap around the track. I think what I saw last night is at some point Jerome Tang recognized and realized this probably is my last lap around the track at Kansas State. It's fun. He was in love with the job. That's his first head job.
That's right.
Came from Baylor.
That's right.
It's his first head job. And he was in love with this. It's one thing you can love, that's one level. But in love with something. He was in love with Kansas State. Because I can only imagine from afar, Hatter, if you are thrust with the task of beating your arch rival, you walk in the door and beat their ass not once but twice. You beat them again next year. You beat them again the year after that. You beat them 4 years straight. For Kansas State did for Kansas. So now expectations.
He ain't been there no 4 years, have he?
Yeah.
He been there for 4 years?
Yeah, it's been there since after COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So what year? Somebody that's watching right now, you guys can Google what year.
I just didn't know. I didn't know.
And so,
it could be.
So that's what I'm saying. So he knows he can feel it. If you're watching that, you can feel it.
Yeah, that was a different guy I saw in that video.
Everybody has a I don't give a damn meter. Or for some people, it's a I don't give a F. And Tang, understand, like I say,
it's year 3. Year 3.
He's been there 3, and it's going to be at the end of this year, year 4. You mean
this is year 3?
So
yeah, that's about right. Because he brought that team to the Sweet 16 that first year. That's 3 years. Yeah. That's 2 years ago. When they went to the Sweet 16, he was still riding 2 years ago. He was the man. Go on, look it up.
Jerome Tang was hired at the head men's basketball coach at Kansas State University, March the 21st, 2022.
But
that means
COVID
this
is
will be
25.
His 4th year.
COVID was 20, Kenny.
It's 26. You know what I'm saying? This will be.
Okay, 4
he
years.
was hired in 2022.
Okay.
It's his third. I get what you're saying.
So it's fourth season then. Okay.
Yeah.
So he missed by 1 year. Okay.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I said it's his fourth. This for year 4. That's what I said.
Okay.
That's why I'm just want to make sure. I know I didn't even look it up. Just looked it up right then. So my thing is, I saw a person that really is fed up, and now we'll see if he draws back and apologizes for anything, especially about the players. That's the part that hurt. That other part, I'm good with it. But the part about the players, many of these won't be in uniform, won't be with us next year. So basically, you put their mamas and daddies. That's normally a conversation that you give the team in the locker room. You gave it to the world, and you gave it to prospects, and you gave it to transfer portal guys who possibly can come to you. So you gave that part of the he probably would. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't walk that back. You got to walk that
Coach,
down.
Coach, they had fans at Ben Jimmy. They had fans at the stadium had bags on their head. Bags on their
What
head.
hell? Okay, what they had on their head before he got there? It was a good
Yeah,
run.
but no,
It
no.
was a good throw. I'm just saying,
I'm
just
just
that
showing you
we
how bad it is. No, I got to paint the picture. I ain't talking to you. Sometimes we
you know,
remember we talking on a show and other people. I want to give them context too. You know. So, but then it's another. Hold up, it was another one though. Hold on. It was another press conference by Tad Boyle and for Colorado coach.
oh, my old Tad Ball. We go way back.
Okay, all right, watch him.
It's just a good old fashioned ass whipping. I don't. There's just no other way to say it. You know, a lot of you guys are from West Texas. You probably know what that is, and we took one tonight. So credit Texas Tech. You know, they have a motto with their program that the toughest team wins, and there wasn't even question who the tougher team was tonight, and that was Texas Tech, and we weren't. And so I'm embarrassed by our performance. I'm embarrassed for our university. I'm embarrassed for the city of Boulder. I'm embarrassed for the state of Colorado. I'm embarrassed for every former player that's worn this uniform. And we got to own this. But, you know, when you give up 17 offensive rebounds and then the biggest part of the game plan is taking away their threes from their shooters, and they make 12 threes, and then we foul them on another one with 0.3 seconds to go into the first half, you know.
Jimmy, it ain't just Tang. All these coaches is feeling it. The ones that I know real close to,
okay,
everybody feeling it, man.
okay. Yeah, I've been knowing Tad Ball for over 2 decades, and understand something. Tad Ball playing with house money. He's playing with house money. He's been there for over 10 years.
Yeah.
At Colorado.
But
They
but
changed. They're in another conference.
But
Now,
what
he
they
didn't
got
sign
to
up
do
for
with
this
how he
conference.
feeling right now? See, I'm thinking about
I mean,
him as a player. See, I'm thinking. See, see. I watch so many videos, Jimmy, and watch so much tape of college basketball, and I go around watching these games a little closer than I used to watch them. I saw this today. I mean, this the kind of stuff that just can't happen in college basketball right here.
Last 2 games that he has all season. And Miller gets his own miss. Not a single Wildcat in the picture, and he throws it down. Now we can find their rhythm, and he's hit more threes in the last 2 games than he has all season. And Miller gets his own miss. Not a single Wildcat in the picture, and he throws it down.
Nobody blocked the shootout. Nobody blocked the shootout, Jimmy. And they getting paid. I'm done.
I mean, it's like I say, Tad. People know when the season started. Expectations for Colorado when the season started wasn't what they are for Kansas State. Kansas State accumulated and signed one of the top guards in the country, based on the transfer portal and all of the different pundits across the country. PJ Haggerty went to Memphis, left Memphis, and went to Kansas State. He was believed to have a magic wand. PJ Haggerty, we got PJ Haggerty. He in this Big 12 now. But then nobody told PJ Haggerty that you got a whole bunch of pros and you got a whole bunch of lottery picks in his Big 12. And that's what he signed up for. He signed up for that. They paid him reportedly a supreme bag of money and cut John Urey loose in the process. You don't see him banging. How last time you saw him post a PJ Haggerty tweet?
I ain't
You notice that?
realized that, Jimmy.
That means you really wasn't doing it for the love of the kid or for the advancement of the kid. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. Y'all can remind me that we can get on that on tomorrow. That way, give him time to come and represent himself and on that part. You know, as I tell people, be careful. People that just because they put your name on Twitter don't mean they down with you. Some people put your name on Twitter just so as to eliminate the excuse.
But Jimmy, as the facts change, the truth change. The facts
A whole
is
lot of
they
things
done,
change.
they done cut me loose. How the hell I'm gonna talk about somebody that cut me loose? That's like you around here bragging about your old girlfriend. She done cut you loose. How the hell you
Yeah.
gonna be tweeting about her? Man, but no, man, I just saw them coaches, man. Dude, it's just you know, just stuff I can't even talk about that's going on. Dude, they got guys who making, like you said, a meal. And then on the same team, you got guys making 30,000. Jimmy, the locker room dynamic of that. See, y'all can sit up here and pick. That's different.
And understand, it's different now. And if I knew that coming in, these are slots.
Yeah.
Look at man. And some coaches have started to tell people this. Some coaches, they already know amongst themselves. I know certain coaches, they have, we got $1 to give for our program. Okay, we're gonna give one person we'll give him 40 cents. We'll give another one 30 cents. Then the rest of them got to get help. I'm sorry. We'll get one 30 cents. We'll get another one 20 cents. And then we'll give a dime to about 3 guys and give a nickel to the other 2. That's kind of like how the money go. But if you know you agreeing to that slot, you know these are the slots. You agreeing to that. Now once that happens,
you can agree to the slot, Jimmy, but still.
But that still happens on all pro teams.
But it didn't happen. But it was happening really behind the scenes. But now your mama and your daddy and your cousins and everybody know what the other person made. It used to, we didn't know what he was making. We can just assume because the top guy, them schools been paying, ladies and gentlemen, them schools been paying these players all the time. So let's not get let's not get this. Please don't be. We're not that naive on this show. They didn't get paid, but now everybody know it. Ain't knowing almost what you're getting paid compared to what my son getting paid. Jimmy, I done heard it several times this year. It gave him, he make it out there and give my son, but this. Oh, it's rough out there, y'all. It's different out there, man. I'm sitting up here just saying, what the hell? Polar Pete. Hey, but you know what, Jimmy? I didn't know. I'm just I didn't even think about the Uri dynamic. I was really worried about Tang because he said pissed. I just saw something in him I ain't never seen him all the years I've been around him. You know, I never forget when he did good when we had the when we had the party. Chris Walker had the party in Houston at the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of other people didn't show up, but Tang showed up. A lot of other coaches that we thought was supposed to be there that day, Tang was one and showed up. And I'll never forget that. And it's crazy. Jerry Stackhouse was at that party that day. He ain't got no job no more. But
he got a job. He ain't got no
head. He ain't got no head coach. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Shit. You think he don't still want to be a head coach?
I think right now he glad he took a step.
You know what? Because one, I can't say that. But y'all, and let me tell y'all something. There's some coaches don't be surprised, y'all. There's some coaches just said, okay, y'all can have this. I'm gone to the NBA.
No, that's coming next, and you know, I mean, it's a new culture, like I said before, and you guys, it's going to trickle down, and it's already has started to trickle down with grassroots basketball at the amateur level. You see the divaness, you see the negotiating. People are paying players to play on their summer teams. It didn't just start with UIL. I mean, with NIL. It did not just start. They've been doing that. I know they've been doing it in Texas for at least I'm talking about like fluently, at least 15 years. At least. Hell, I can go back and say 2 decades. I know for a fact David Salinas, before he killed himself, he was paying. But it wasn't, it wasn't his money. But he was,
You paying?
I'm just saying the concept was there. People was doing it, but then so now, hey man, welcome to the new now, man. Welcome to the new now. I'm looking at the last topic before we get ready to get up out of here. We got
Okay.
it's 50 minutes
What you
past the
got?
hour, and that is, of course, we said we was going to address the NBA All-Star, which is this weekend. It's Baby Friday. NBA All-Star game is on Sunday, and of course, they got the new format. You got the U.S. They got 3 different teams now. Instead of 12 and 12, it's 8-8-8. So they're still 24, and they basically play a round robin, and the 2 teams with the best record will meet each other for the championship.
And they ain't gonna play a
So
full
no matter
game.
what-
They ain't gonna play but what, 12 minutes?
1 quarter. They play 1
12
quarter.
minutes.
One quarter is what they're going to play, and hopefully, like I said, I like this 1 quarter. I like that. That way, now when you think about it, each player now is basically each team is playing 3 quarters. So it's going to take the same probably time. Each game 3 quarters, and it'll probably take the same amount of time. I'm looking and of course, De'Aaron Fox has been added to the All-Star. Talked about him earlier. So he's making his first All-Star appearance in about 3 years or so. And he's an All-Star taking Greek Freak's place. So they moved Norman Powell to the international side.
He's
And
from
then
Jamaica.
that means De'Aaron Fox, who, man, I watched the game last night. Man, he gave it to Golden State. Golden State was about 16 in third quarter. De'Aaron Fox, I mean, he played great last night. So he will be is De'Aaron Fox, Jalen Brunson, Jalen Brown, right? Donovan Mitchell, right? Then you have Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, Brandon Ingram, and LeBron James. That's one team, right? Called the Stripes. On the next team, you got Devin Booker, Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Maxey, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Duren. He will play. Didn't get suspended. Well, he's suspended. They say he still will play in the All-Star game. I think that he's still going to play.
Who?
And of course, Jalen Duren. For the Detroit, Jalen Duren, big
No,
fella.
but I'm saying, but he's still suspended.
They say he's still going to play. They say he's still going to play. It must not going to affect his All-Star game, He must going to serve it, And at the same, he must going to serve it on their scheduled game. It must not be the All-Star. That must don't count. And Jalen Johnson from the Hawks is the 8th person on that team. Let me tell you something. That's a lot of young legs, man. Be careful with these young legs in a thing like this. That team they're going to win this thing.
I don't know if
Tyrese
they're going to
Maxey,
play.
Anthony
I
Edwards,
got to see it to
Cade
believe it.
Cunningham, Devin Booker.
I still got to see it to believe it.
What part? See what?
That they play. That they actually compete.
Play or compete?
Compete.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure it's a thing. Yeah.
Compete. That's all I'm saying. That's all I be thinking about.
I think I would think ain't but 3 subs on each team. I would think you would see some competing in this. I would think. Just for the being the first one. And of course, the world team is Denny, Avdija, Luka, SGA, he's not playing. So let me see. Denny, Luca, Joker, Jamal Murray, Siakam, Wimby, Carl Anthony Towns was moved to that side, and of course Jamal Murray. I think and Singing in the from the Rockets, he replaced SGA. So that's your. But it's still a person missing. How to remember we said that? That's what we said yesterday. They only got 7 on that team, so that means we wonder they're gonna fit. They was gonna fill a slot, which they have not filled the slot yet. Well, have they? Yes, they have. Yes, they have. Take that back. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. They filled
I
it.
ain't kept up with it because I don't even care. I'm gonna just
Yes,
tell
they
you the
have.
truth. I have not kept up with it.
Yeah, Adija, Luca, Joker. That's 3. Norman Powell, Jamal Murray. That's 5. Then Siakam, Wimby, and Cat. That's
I ain't even kept up with it. I'm trying to look it up now. But I ain't even paid no attention to it, man. Glorilla gonna be there with her boyfriend, Brandon Ingram.
Luca must not. Is Luca going to play in it? I don't think. Is Luca
No,
going to
Luka
play?
hurt.
Yeah. So that's that. There we go. Because they had 9 on there. Cat made
Luka hurt.
okay. Look, Luca's not playing. Yeah, that didn't make sense to me. It wasn't adding up with 9. Should be 8. Oh, that's going to be. I mean, that's 5 p.m. on Sunday Central Time. Is the All-Star game? They have festivities going up. I think some of that stuff will start on Friday night. Some
The
of the
celebrity
celebrity
game. The
games.
celebrity game tomorrow night.
And then they had a 3-point. They're still doing a dunk. Yeah, that stuff will be on Saturday. You see, Vince Carter and his kinfolk T Mac. They was on their show, and he said that they acknowledged that the NBA offered them $1 million back 20 years ago to compete in a dunk contest with Kobe, LeBron, T Mac, Vince Carter, at least those 4.
And they
And
didn't do it.
Vince Carter say he's in, but the rest
Yeah.
of them, they said hell with that. We ain't forgetting about that dude that he just sit there and jumped up.
I don't like what the little boy said. The little rookie, Jimmy. I didn't like what he said. They asked him, the boy from Baylor, Edgecombe. I wish I could find it for you. He had a little smug attitude about the dunk contest. Oh, no, not me. Like, who you think you are, dude? I wish I could find it. I had it too. Man, these new ones, boy.
I'm looking at the rosters for the rookie. The Rising
Oh, here,
Stars
Jimmy, I
game.
got it. Hold up, Jimmy.
Right.
I think I got it.
Team T Mac and Team Mello. I like this game. It might be worth watching right here.
Hold up.
You got Reed Sharp,
Star starter. If somebody asked you if you wanted to be in the dunk contest, what would your response be?
Come on. I switched it back off. It's just a delay. I didn't know you was going to talk about it. He said, ain't nobody even spoke on the dunk contest. But now go and finish telling me what you had.
Reed Shepard, Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, Jeremiah Fears, Donovan Clingan, Colin Murray Boyles, right, from the Raptors, Cooper Flagg, and Ace Bailey on one team. They'll be going up against Kneppel, Trey Johnson, Zachary Risacher from the Hawks, Bub Carrington from the Wizards, Mitchell from the Thunder, Alex Sarr from the Wizards, Cam Spencer from the Grizzlies, Jalen Tyson from the Cavs, and Khalil Ware from the Miami Heat. How about that Khalil Ware, man? That's cold. He came on through, man. That dude, get him a free trip to All-Star Weekend. But anyway, that's the Rising Stars game. I don't know who's in the dunk contest and to this moment. But we'll let you know who's in the 3-point contest, though. The dunk contest is Jace Richardson from the Orlando Magic, Kashad Johnson from the Miami Heat, Jackson Hayes from the Lakers and Carter Bryant from the Spurs. Those are the participants of the slam dunk. I'm looking at the 3-point contest. Devin Booker, Con Kneppel, Damian Lillard, Tyrese Maxey, Donovan Mitchell, Jamal Murray, Norman Powell, and Bobby Portis Jr. Are the participants in the 3-point contest. So, anyways, a lot of stuff, man. You guys, that's something to keep you busy over this weekend. And of course, we are about to get ready to land the plane. It's that time.
I'm glad you did clarify it. You know, I just didn't think, but they said he can. Jalen Duren is allowed to participate as a reason in All-Star Weekend, despite receiving two game suspension for the on-court altercation. League officials confirmed that the suspension only applies to regular season games and does not disqualify him from the All-Star festivities. So
Yeah.
it's exhibition.
Yeah.
So okay, he good. All right.
Yeah, so that makes sense. And of course, and everything, of course, go and check your schedule out, root for you guys, and they
Yeah, Cooper Flag is out, Jimmy. Cooper Flag out. He hurt.
So Cooper Flag is out on the Rising Stars team. Yes. They did not replace him. So he's out. I'm sorry, I saw that on my screen. They only have 7 on that particular team. And of course Alex Sarr and Mitchell on the other team will not play. So 7 on each team. 7 on each team instead of 8.
Everybody hurt, Jimmy. I just be wondering why these guys getting hurt so much. Oh, it's 2:00. Let's get out of here. All right, good job. Hey, this is a week. Jimmy, you talking about tomorrow? We ain't no show tomorrow. You mean Monday? Because somebody you said
what I said about tomorrow.
You slipped. You meant them. I know what you meant.
Yeah, I know. I ain't gonna be tomorrow. I'm just saying what they say about.
I know
that. Yeah, that definitely.
But I'm out of here, y'all.
Don't forget, guys. Go over to rcsports.com. Check out the VIP news. It has a lot of high school stuff, a lot of the breakdown on the playoffs. I got the updated district with Wheatley, and after they had to forfeit 5 games, they're still in the playoff hunt. They got a little help last night because Mickey Leland beat Fur. And I break it down on what has to happen for Wheatley to make the playoffs. Also, you're going this evening. I'll be back on the TV screens on the Space City Home Network. That's the channel that the Houston Rockets come on. You can catch me at 6 p.m. tonight. 6 p.m. tonight. And I'm sorry, 6:30 tonight, and again at 11:30. 6:30 and 11:30 tonight. I'll be on twice Friday. And of course, I'll be on 3 times on Saturday. Plus, I'll be on Saturday night, every Saturday night on channel 39, alongside Todd Freed. The name of the show, H-Town High School Sports. Check that out. New episode Saturday 9:30, and talking high school basketball. Anyway, what you got this weekend? What TSU at?
Oh, we're at home, man. We're at home, man. We got Grambling on Saturday. And Southern, Jimmy, Southern is on Monday. That's Chop Shop night. So all the people on the Chop Shop, I want them to come to the game, the meet and greet. Since a lot of these people, new people, we don't even know, Jimmy. So they say they're gonna come out on the 16th, on Monday.
That's right, they are, and that's right, they're in town this weekend. I got
this weekend.
I did the hotel over there. I got them over there.
Yeah. Don't tell them.
But the AD from Southern, me and them got a meeting. I got a meeting with him so I can get them next year. I got a meeting with him.
Yeah.
We go a long way back.
But he's cool. He cool. But no, you know what? I mean, it's a good weekend. I like this. I think we got swept. We got swept on this trip the last time. TSU got swept. So we got to sweep them back.
And then me and the Grambling head coach, we good because we stayed in the same hotel during the during the live period, and in Atlanta, and it was the All-Star game was going on that weekend as well. Remember, I was telling you the baseball All-Star game. So we stayed right there at the hotel. Used to be the Westin. They changed it to something else, one of the Marriott Bombard properties. And we fellowshiped a little bit. So me and he had just got the job. Good people, man. Good people. Good young fellas. So I'll get to see all them and take them for a lap while they're in town. And
I'll see y'all
y'all
later.
be good. See you guys on Monday. Y'all share the show on your way
Out the
out the door.
I'm so